the African healing, it's something that I would say it comes from the guides. You understand? In the form of how do you heal a certain sickness, you know, because the healing on its own, it can be broken down into two. There's a healing where now you heal your ancestral lineage, you heal this depression, you heal this trauma, you heal maybe a certain lineage that doesn't actually get married or doesn't actually last in a relationship. So that needs a healing because of, you might find that one of their great-great-grandmother had now ran away from a certain let's just say a union, which is a form of a marriage. So that is another healing on its own, right? And then from there, you heal the physical pain. From there, you heal what I would say negative energy that has been brought to you. When we say African healing, is now how you're dealing with this in terms of the herbs or the mutis that you actually being prescribed or what your guides are telling you to use on the certain individual. So it's not similar to, I would say, westernized or pharmaceutical medication, you know, because of you can't treat one problem with the same muti because of now it's different from the person. The individual is what will maybe their guides want for their child. African healing and pharmaceutical, they can coexist. So if we now work with the Western way of pharmaceutical, we can actually help one another. But I know part of the tablets ingredients, most of them, they're made from plants. You understand what I mean? So if we now put more plants into the medication or the tablets, or like more of it rather than artificial ones, then the world can be a better space. It's just that we need to find a balance in terms of healing. Healing, like I said, is not only on the physical pain, or having a stomach bug, or having a terrible headache forever and ever, amen. It's more on the ancestral lineage in terms of why are you full of rage? Why do you have so much anger? You understand what I mean? Now we have to look deep down the rabbit hole. Where does this anger come from? So I'm a self-initiate. I don't have a kobela. I don't have a church that I go to, but I pray, you know, I pray every day. You understand what I mean? I speak to God as well, because I do believe there's a higher power. I started as a psychic medium. From there, I moved to praying for people over physical pains. And then from there, I moved to cleansing people. And then I moved to doing sort of like house cleansing as well. We have seers, people that can see but cannot heal. You understand what I mean? We have tarot cards people that can actually give you a message from the guides or from the spirit from the cards, but they cannot heal you. You understand? I'm a prophet as well. And they can pray to a certain extent, and it will depend on the degree of your problem. And then from there we say, you need this type of a healing. We have Amasangoma that can only read bones. You understand? They can't be a seer, or they can't prophesy as such because of the type of the spirit that they carry. So now we need to look at what type of spirit that one has that is actually working hand in hand with. So there's multiple of us. I would say I'm an all-rounder in a sense of I still do use muti, which is herbs. I still do use water. You understand? I still do use prayer. My main power is prayer. You know, communicating, because remember, everything is energy. So if you have a bad knee, which is now painful, it's energy that is stuck behind your kneecap. We just need to move it, you know, in terms of maybe cleansing. But in my belief and my first way of healing is to pray for it, is to move that pain on your leg, right? And if it's still stagnant, and then we'll go to the cleansing. You know, there's types of cleansing where it's my favorite place to be, by the waterfall. So sometimes people come for a consultation just to connect with their late mom or father or brother or kids, you know. So when you come, I don't know what I'm going to tell you. Sometimes I'll tell you before you even come. They say I must tell you, so you need to stop doubting yourself. It feels like what you want to say, you hold back, or you don't voice out your personal opinion. Intuition becomes your private thoughts, and your private thoughts are your ancestors' voices. People come with hope that I'll be healed, or come with hope that I'll get to hear from my loved ones again. The effects of coming to a consultation, You connect with the higher power or the spirit. You connect with the source. You connect with what you believe in, because you can't come to me without believing. I tell people that we are spiritual people having a human experience. So the spiritual part is where we are now trying to find it. This is why people have a calling. You say you're going through a spiritual awakening. So my consultations or my session, it kind of like lead you to your spiritual awakening. Most people are waking from the mental. They're not connected from the soul. So my job is to connect the two so that you can operate from the soul, which is the spirit, because it's only the soul when you're in it, when the spirit is in the human form. So the moment you are born into this planet, you are a spiritual being.